Hello.
Hello, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good as well, thank you. Let's wait for some folks to join, right?
Ah, yes, yes, yes. Hopefully. This away. Da, 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 da. Okay, this is too much stuff here. Perfect. Uh, oh,
Quickly. You've had quite packed agenda for today, right?
yeah, there's a lot of possible things we could talk about.
Hmm.
Not bad, not bad. Better to have something to talk about when you bring people on a call than not, so
Well, at least two of us, we are self-sufficient.
let's see. Yep, I had a call from 12:30 until 1. So then I had to jump between different places here.
You have intersecting one or adjacent?
Right, I mean right against each other, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, so and a couple of people that I haven't seen before like the LinkedIn post about this meeting today. So
Yeah, interesting. That's your powerful network.
yep. Well,
Y-
I'm I'm a
Influencer.
collector of people.
JSLB influencer. Michael John, hey man.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good morning.
Hello.
Uh,
Well, I think we can start. It's being recorded, so if
Yeah.
somebody wants to come, they can. Let's see. Let me share my screen. This one. That's the one I want to share. Can you see it? Looks like yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, just a grab bag of agenda items here. I didn't put them into any special categories like usual. At the bottom, there's issue review and PR review if people are interested.
Mm.
So, but yeah, we have this important change by someone who's on the call. So, I don't know if you wanna talk about the improved handling of Glue record resolution failures, or if there's
yeah,
something that you
sorry,
add.
I was mute.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this thing is improved handling. Yeah, this thing is consisted of the couple of PRs. First of all, the first PR was merged yesterday. Thanks really a lot for the making the all reviews and those stuffs. It
Thank you.
took more time than we expect.
Mm.
Uh, so this is like a IP resol splitting the separate the concept into like a IP resolver surveys and zone delegation surveys, etc. And based on that, I'm building the things which are talking to particular HDMS, to particular providers, At the moment, there is open PR for the Infoblox provider, which I also built image, and we will test that image inside the APSA. But we didn't start with it yet
Is it
because
separate one?
is the separate one. It's
Uh,
built on the top of my branch, or
okay.
built on the top of it is built on the top of the pull request, which is just
Mm-hmm.
open it. Okay. And on the top of that, there is the like image, and the logic behind that is the finalization logic, which talks to the infoblogs. And once you remove the particle zone delegations, it's removing the GUI records. And the last one, when it is identified that the last zone delegation object between the clusters is removed, then whole zone is deleted. In the infoblogs, zone is the stack for the SOA record, NS records, GUI records, and all this stuff. So all remaining stuffs within are removed. I tested manually. It is working as I expect. And at the moment, I'm doing the same for the external DNS. The state is that if I remove the information from the delegation endpoint, external DNS delegation endpoint, the thing is removed. I remove the GUIs, but NS remains, and it starts to loop because on the other cluster on the external cluster is still a reference to the NS record, so it starts to recreate it, and it's looping. So at the moment, I'm trying to handle that corner case. Yeah. So
So current
that's the state.
implementation is Infoblox only,
Yeah, is infoblox
right?
only. Yeah, and external DNS is like in progress.
Okay. Can you please mention it in the title of PR because it's only visible within an implementation that you're
Um,
patching the Infoblox
yeah,
tree.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll do it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it doesn't bring any regressions, right? So it's only enhancement. So from a external DNS standpoint, nothing changes. Is that correct?
Yes, nothing
Uh,
changes
until
from.
until the next PRs that you're working on.
Yeah, until this the PR I'm just
Mm.
working on,
Mm-hmm.
because I need to identify that the uh, GUI records dismissed, and based on that, the zone delegation object has changed. So when I identify this change uh, for the delegation endpoint, I must delete the reference there as well.
Mm.
So there will be change. But till now, there are no changes in the delegation DNS endpoints.
Okay, sounds safe. So, yeah, from a perspective of next release, when do you want to cut it? When the external DNS is done? When we will be ready
Uh,
with the new stuff?
yeah, external DNS is done, and
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to cover that at least by the test from the
Mm-hmm.
by the chainsaw test.
Cool. And then after that, the whole story with zone
Yeah,
delegation should be finalized, right?
yeah,
Awesome, awesome, cool. So yeah, I guess like that's a core important change, and that can be an anchor for the next release,
yeah,
practically, right? Yeah,
yeah.
awesome. Sounds great. Thanks a lot, Michael.
You're welcome.
Awesome work there.
All right, the next thing, Yuri, this is for you.
Yeah, so we had a nice discussion with Merantis guys a while ago. I think the first one was somewhere in Atlanta. They invited us to coordinate catalog. We didn't apply immediately because we were expecting that this API version, API group change, right, to be community neutral to avoid like additional round trips. And so now we are finally ready. And I also had a nice discussion with Yusuf from Mirantes on KCD Czech and Slovak. And yeah, looks like it's a good timing for us to appear. In a Coordon catalog, we can play some nice additional stories there in the Cosmos geo-distributed scenario. So I know Farhan worked on it for a while, but some pipelines were not happy. So I reworked the PR, tested everything in our fork as much as I could, and currently it's an upstream. Uh, as it happens, from time to time, I was extremely lucky to hit a GitHub outage yesterday, so no pipelines were triggered on an accordion guy's side. So I basically rebased in the first push today to trigger them right now. Now it's like made a maintainer aware. So like now it's convenient at least for the reviewer to see the status of the pipelines on their side. So let's see how it goes, and hopefully we will be in accordance soon. It will be actually like when we are there. So they have pipelines for the test of the Helm chart in this scenario. It's all green. But when we are there, it will be, in general, interesting to create some reference platform, right? With their stack and see how it behaves end to end. Also can be pretty good for k8gb project feasibility, right? As we integrating with the larger guys from an ecosystem presence standpoint.
Okay. Then these community contributions, these are the same as last time. I think two of them came out because they were completed, but a couple of these need to be rebased. One of them looks pretty stale. I don't have any special information on it. I know Kelvin said that he's still interested in working on this. But these other ones, this one's definitely. I think it was the last time somebody worked on it was in November. So I don't know what we want to do with some of these things.
Yeah, I also asked Sudhamsh to rebase, right?
Yeah,
I think so. If there is no feedback for I don't know plus 2 weeks, we can close it. I mean, the
yeah,
conceptually, I like the idea, and I think we need to implement it in some form. But if there is no move, we'll have to do another spin of implementation,
yeah,
mm, separate from this specific PR, right?
yeah.
Oh yeah. Uh,
Anything else on these things or?
Yeah, I can also like for TLS route support, I can do like update within a tree, depends on the complexity. That's what I did for a couple of Farans PR, right? So like a initial state, like a good direction, but the implementation is not finished. I'm just pushing to the branch of the original author and finalizing the PR and Michael reviews, for example, to have a third pair of eyes technical review because I'm also participating. I can review my own stuff. So in this case, we can finalize the story itself because it's useful fix. We give respect to original PR author, let's say, and we finalize the stuff in general. So I think that's the best balance that I found in this unfinished PR story, if it's possible. In some of them, it's not possible because, for example, this ingress controller stuff, it's too complex, right? So I
Yeah.
cannot proceed without original PR author involvement. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, we can I can try to go through them, like including
Yeah,
Kelvin stuff, yeah, and then just see how it goes, and then in 2 weeks, if there is no chance to proceed, we just close them, right?
yeah,
Thanking
yeah,
for attempt, yeah.
yeah. Okay. KubeCon NA. So even though that's happening in 5.5 months, um, there, I think it's this weekend that the submissions are due. So we've done, I think, a couple so far. So one on this AI inference demo that you created, Yuri,
Mhm.
which we're anyway going to make a blog post about as well. And then you have a joint talk that you're working on. Um, I don't know if you want to say anything about that.
Yeah, we were invited by Nutanix to co-speak at KubeCon North America in Salt Lake City. We worked on CFP. and we applied it. So fingers crossed. If it will be accepted, it's gonna be a great talk because it covers more complex KGB scenario with a stateful app, right? So the migration of the state behind the API line, behind the JSLB route, with like a more hardcore, realistic disaster recovery together with the data. That's something definitely missing from our current set of talks, right? So that will be a great addition for the project.
Yep, very good. And then, I mean, just for anybody, right? We do want to, start producing more blog posts, more how-tos, and so, for anybody who would just like to know if you want to tell us what kind of things that you would like to see, right? So if you want to send something to KubeCon and co-present with somebody, if you want to contribute something to the blog, if you want to see something that's missing from the documentation, we also would like to know what those kind of things are, right? What kind of things people are doing with k8gb and what they, what they're not doing because it's not available yet, for example, right? So. We called that out also in Slack today, so I think we'll do more of that as well going forward. See if we can tap into something that we maybe aren't aware of yet. So um, no incubation update.
Yeah, yeah. Before we
Want to go
proceed with
back?
the exciting topic of incubation, so
Yep.
Michal, I recall from Apsa times you have a very strong posting skills, right? With all the fancy images and stuff. So if you want to, like, for example, cover your new functionality of zone delegation and create a blog post and push it to KGB, that would be super useful, and uh, you can be famous. So let's let's combine.
Yeah, once it will be done, I will probably write extend some documentation to that and
Yeah.
to be more understandable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would be cool. Yeah, documentation itself, right, and some high-level blog post from the feature author
okay.
would be cool, right? And nowadays it's relatively cheap to generate, but like with your proper scope, you can drive the agent generation content properly, right, and make it authentic. So
Yeah,
this way you can spend like minimal amount of time on this contribution as the same, yeah, but the quality will be like, like it's coming from you. So yeah,
yeah.
that would be cool.
Okay. So yeah, no incubation update.
Well, I don't know, like, what do we do about it? I'm out of ideas.
I don't know.
Mm,
I think the folks are just really busy, and whenever when we ask, we ask once a month or twice a month. We ask if we can help with something, and
yeah,
yeah, we get a positive, a feedback like an acknowledgement. But then, yeah, I don't know what the next step is. I don't know how to. I know Nuno was talking about proactively reaching out to do
yeah.
his adopter interview. I don't know. I haven't heard
I,
what the
I,
progress of that
I'm,
is.
I met Nuna in Prague. He proactively
Yeah,
reached out,
yeah.
and he got zero responses.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
sorry. Like, I might sound negative on the recording if somebody watches from TOC, but that's intentional, guys. It takes too long.
Yeah, I don't know how to make the connection to get the
Mm,
adopter interviews done. I don't know how long the interviews take, right? I don't know how many times we try before we count it as we weren't able to reach them. I don't know any of that information. So
mm,
um
yeah.
all I can do is, all we can do is keep responding when we get asked questions and keep trying to offer help as much as we can.
Yeah, the problem here right now is that we are not asked about anything, right? And we are kind of deadlock situation. So, yeah, let's wait for a bit, but I don't know. Like, we are waiting for, it's already what, like, a year and a half, right? By application.
Um, yeah, it's now. Yeah, in October it's 2 years since the application was
Yeah,
filed.
yeah.
And the
So
application, as far as we can tell, the application was quite complete. It
yeah,
was done well.
there were no blockers exactly. We got
Yeah.
almost
So
no feedback to correct anything apart
yeah.
from minor things
Yeah.
like API group, and we did it pretty fast for this breaking
Yeah.
change, right?
That
Yeah,
was a huge change, which was done very
yeah,
quickly. I think, yeah, we also though anyway, we're in the middle of a lot of changes, right? With the CNCF generally and people coming on and going off on those positions and the committees changing their makeup and all this kind of stuff. But I mean, I did see recently a project that submitted about 5 months after us
yeah.
who already went ahead, and that's the only thing that I want to make sure I check once in a while to make sure that we're still in the same spot in the queue.
Yeah, and like maybe it's actually fair question to ask to process designers who not sure who they are now, like why some projects are actually getting faster even when they applied and half an year after, right? So
Yeah.
what's happening?
Yeah, it's the process. I mean there's a process. It looks like bang 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 like this, but it still seems to be a bit of a mystery. So
Yeah. All right, let's see how it goes. I hope like nothing will pop up like in the very last minute with some feedback, right, that we do not expect at all. So let's
my
see.
well my concern a couple of times is that if the process changes, right? So
Yeah,
at one point there was a new issue template after about a year, a new issue template came out, and so then our we weren't passing the checks anymore, and so I had to verify that our existing issue was still okay, right? And that it was still we didn't have to change the template. So that's the kind of thing when something sits for a little while that I worry about is that it either gets forgotten or something in the process changes, and then you have to add something to it that wasn't already a requirement.
yeah,
So, all right. Action items from last time. One that I didn't do, which I still plan to do is make some kind of a short post that we have a new blog platform. Maybe invite people to write things on there. Very happy that we don't need to do you know, a full build every time for that. So it's all it's there, it's ready to go and it works. So I'm pretty happy about that. Just need to maybe let people know about it. But
yeah,
that's what I have on the agenda for today.
yeah. We can specifically pitch Farhan's post, right? Uh, on beginner adopter, the one from March.
Yep. Yeah. So
I think we didn't pitch this one at all yet.
no, we
Yeah,
didn't. Yeah. So we
yeah.
can, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
KGB local setup beginner's guide.
Yeah,
That's pretty
exactly.
good.
That that's
Yeah,
something
yeah,
that's something that we've been wanting for a little while, and now there's a
mm,
blog post about it. So we should,
yeah,
it's on my
yeah.
plate to make some kind of a posting about it so people are aware that it's there. I think it's a good beginner level kind of introduction. So
Yeah, by the way, I also had a chat with Nuno a couple of weeks ago. He's keen to finalize this video, right? Long-standing intro video thing.
we had
Uh,
talked about it a long time ago, but I didn't know that there was something ready. So
yeah, I think he was like mentioning explicitly that he wants to finalize. So
okay.
so maybe you can kind of
Yeah,
revive it a little bit,
yeah.
yeah.
That would be a nice addition too.
Mhm.
All right. I have written it down.
Yeah,
Anything
maybe like
else?
in general, like this kind of stuff, like
Yeah,
especially nowadays, we can maybe generate more like diagrams for
yeah,
the website, like enabling enabling easy understanding what the hell this project is about, right?
yeah.
Because I think like is there still confusion like via standard load balancer or this kind of stuff? Yeah, so easier the barrier of adoption that we are actually distributed global DNS kind of system. Yeah,
Yeah.
any artifact on topic will help. Yeah,
Yep, I agree.
cool. So thank you so much, guys. Appreciate the meeting today. Michal, I will take care of the PR review today as well, as soon as
Awesome.
possible.
Thanks, Yuri. Thanks, Yuri.
Sure.
All right. Hey, cheers. Have a good day, everybody.
Hey,
Thank you
nice
so
to
much.
meet you.
Cheers.
See
Bye.
you. Bye. Bye.
Bye.